Hello, hello. This is Christian, the musician. I hope everyone's doing great out there. I know I am, you know. But yeah, so I just wanted to give an update to my fellow subscribers, everyone watching. First and foremost, I like to say thank you. I pray that the Lord blesses you wherever you are. Hope you're doing fine. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're in wonderful spirits, wherever you may be. Good morning, good evening, good night. I don't know where you are, this part of the world, or wherever. But I pray God's blessings on you wherever you may be. But I hope this video finds you well. I know it's been a while since the last one, so I did want to give everyone an update. So 30 for 30, the next installment, will be coming soon to a streaming platform near you, preferably SoundCloud. I've just been making so much music lately, and I really think it's some of my best, and I just keep making it. Like, I'm not gonna say religiously because people like to say that, but let's just say quite frequently. Yeah, I've been putting out music, making music, putting out, writing it. But of course, I'm writing more than I'm recording, but I just feel like I've just hit another plateau as an artist. I felt like, oh my God, like my artistry just got to step up. And not just that, it's like the numbers are starting to hit too, like the SoundCloud stuff. Like it's going up. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like I feel like I'm being pushed by the algorithm. So I'm like, okay, this is nice. Let me take advantage of it. So I just been uploading stuff constantly, like not tiring myself out because I love to record, but just making sure I put my best foot forward. And I have been doing it. Like everything I've been writing lately has been fire, like crazy. Like in my humble opinion, my I don't know if benchmark is the word, but my standard is like when I get to a point in my music to where I impress myself, then it's like I'm ready to let other people hear it. So when I can step out of what I'm doing objectively and listen to it as if I'm like a fan or just a random person that comes across it and I'm impressed, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is something I need to drop immediately. So I had that feeling, just now, and just in this sitting alone, I've recorded like at least 3 tracks that I want to go forward on. Like each one is good, each one is different. Like they don't sound alike, they have their own kind of life, they have their own kind of thing going on. And I feel like that's very important, first and foremost, to have each one of them have like a life of its own, because that's what you want. People, they'll criticize you if all your songs sound the same. So that's definitely something that I didn't want. So I'm glad that I was just able to put something together that's different. It's different, it don't sound like the other one, and I've just been recording stuff like crazy. One thing about this 30 for 30 that's different, it'll be like a highlight reel, right? So it's me just basically like draining threes from half court. Like, but the thing about this that's different than the last one is it's not going to be nearly as long as the first one, because I know the first one was like about an hour, 30 for 30, the complete experience. And by the way, that is out now on SoundCloud. Go get that now. Go stream it. It's available exclusively on SoundCloud. I did want to go the mixtape route with that. However, unfortunately, that piff is no longer a thing anymore. And I'm still devastated by that, by the way. But you can listen to it in its entirety on SoundCloud. It's on there. But yeah, 30 for 30, the complete experience. I dropped that 2 years ago. But this one is nowhere in as much length as the first one, because the first one was about an hour. So I don't want to tire myself out or experience burnout. So what I did was this concept, right? Of just like freestyling and what have you, really really just putting in my all. But the thing about this one is that's different is, and I know I keep saying that, but I'll have like a stream of consciousness, but it'll only last for like 8 bars. But it's not an incomplete thought, it's not an incoherent thought. It makes sense. It's just this is all I got to say. 8 bars here, 12 bars there, 30-second here. But it's like the fullness of it. It's not like a snippet of a track. These are like entire tracks where um my train of thought ran its course, but it only took 8 bars, you know. So I know what I'm doing on this is unconventional by like a lot of standards, because you know people are used to 16 bar verse, then you go into the chorus. I can't talk today. Then you go into the chorus, then you go into the hook, and then another 16 bar verse, you know, then a chorus and then a bridge or what have you. But now how I'm doing it is just I'll do like 8 bars here, 10 bars there, 12 bars, you know. So the thing is the stream of consciousness that I, because that's essentially what every song is, right? It's a stream of consciousness. So it's all interconnected, you know, which compiles the verse, which creates the verse. But yeah, this is different. This is different. So like I'll say what I have to say with 8 bars and then go on to the next song. So some of these songs are literally 25 seconds, 30 seconds, and then it's on to the next. But they're all sequential, you know, it's still cohesive. It still plays out like a body of work. Like that was my objective this time around. I wanted there to be like some rhyme and reason, even though in the process of me putting this together, I was just recording. It's crazy because I'm putting together the sequencing, right, of like the track listing and how I want it to play out. And the thing that's crazy about it is it's coming together. I'm like, oh my goodness, like I thought this, I was making this as like loosely, right? I made this based on my job experience, but this is related to this song, and this song stems from that song, and that song I could play after the song I recorded 2 years ago, you know. So that's what I'm seeing, and I'm like, oh my god. So it's like everything that I'm making, um, I'm really starting to see, you know, it take a life of its own, you know, in a way that I didn't expect, in a way that is exciting. So if it's exciting to me, I'll I know it's going to be exciting for you guys. So I can't wait. You know, it's something to where it's like, okay, I feel like this thing is going on like musically. It's just I'm on point like every track, and I'm like, oh my god, even my takes, my delivery, because now this 30 for 30 of course is going to be better than before, because the first 30 for 30, the complete experience, keep in mind I was recording in a home studio, you know what I'm saying, home studio. So that setup was very basic. I just had a USB microphone. I literally had no interface, right? So as I was rapping, I couldn't hear myself over the music. I was just rapping to what I thought I heard, but I wouldn't be able to hear it until the playback, right? And then I would see if I was on beat or not, you know, because to me, you think you're on beat until you hear yourself rapping live over the track. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I was a little bit off, or I was a little bit ahead of it, you know. But now it's like I'm correcting myself a lot because I'm able to hear myself, you know. So I just thank God for the opportunity of being able to record in a studio, an actual professional studio. So the difference between 30 for 30, the complete experience, excuse me, that came out 2 years ago, 2 years prior, versus this one, the 30 for 30, that's going to come out probably within the next month or so, if I just had to put a date out there. The main difference is the what can I say? I don't know if the quality is the word, but the level of professionalism. I will say that 30 for 30, although it was very ambitious, I feel like it was amateurish. It was amateurish. I'm not gonna say it was amateurish at best, but it was kind of like, you know, an amateur getting his feet wet. This one is like, okay, it's more precise, it's more strategic. It's like, okay, he really put his all into this. He's on point. He's just snapping. So it's more oh man, I just want people to witness my growth between both bodies of work. Between the 30 for 30, the complete experience, and then this one, highlight reel. So that was just kind of what I had in mind for this one. It was essentially a highlight reel, like me showing you all my best moments, but at the same time telling you the story as well. And the story just flows, right? Because think about it. If every other track is like 30 seconds or whatever, you're going to get through the story fairly fast. So, and I thought about this. right? So if I have 30 tracks on here, like 30 for 30, I'm gonna keep that theme going. Um, 30 tracks. Let's say each track is 30 seconds, right? So that would be 15 minutes. That's not a lot of time to get my point across, but yeah, it's all the time I need. And I'm not overstaying my welcome at the same time. You see what I'm saying? And it's gonna make the listener go back. It's like, oh my goodness, because like it'll be like every moment was a blur, but it was so vital to the overall messaging of the story and the sequencing and how it plays out. So you really just have to be on your P's and Q's, really got to be on your toes. That rewind button is probably going to be your best friend because repeated listens are going to be a necessity. I don't think you're going to catch everything I'm saying on first listen because there's so much there. There's so much substance. I don't know how to do anything but that, right? That's my MO. you know, so yeah, man, dig into this, sink your teeth into it, enjoy. I just wanted to make the announcement, man, because I'm literally making some of the best music I've ever made in my life, and I'm so excited. I am so excited. Like I am ecstatic. I am ecstatic, and I'm not just saying this. So it's like, man, I'm so excited, man. Like every track that comes together, I was literally recording in the video before this, and I was like, you know what, I need to document my journey. I need to document my experience. So this is my way of doing that. Just documenting everything I've been doing. But like these past, I want to say maybe 2 or 3 months, I've just been like knocking it out the park, like hitting throws, hitting free throws, hitting free throws, hitting threes, hitting 3 pointers from half court. I can't talk today. I don't know what's going on. I've recorded so much, mouth probably dry. But pardon me for that, by the way. But yeah, I've just been draining these threes from half court, bro. Like I don't know, man. Like they say practice makes perfect, and I guess it's the repetition. But it's like me being able to hear myself and really like giving it my all, like really projecting my voice, not holding back. Like I don't know, man. Like this is it's sparking a something new within me, like a fire, like reignited a fire that like the adversities of life try to just take from me. Because I've been experiencing life, of course, but it's like haven't been able to record and have that catharsis that I needed from all the trauma I've been experiencing, from all the hardship, from all the heartache, the heartbreak, the loss. There's so much pain and suffering that's happening behind the scenes that y'all don't know about. But it's like to be able to, it's a cathartic experience that I need to be able to really uh, release my inhibitions on this microphone and really tell y'all like what's been going on. Like you can hear it in my tone, the pain in my voice is not the same. The elevated pitch, you know what I mean? The lyrics, like when I bring life to the lyrics, it's not just what I'm saying, but it's how I'm saying it. It really captivates you. But yeah, and I just say this as somebody who's able to step away from himself and look at the music objectively, right? As if I didn't make it, and I can still walk away in amazement. There's something to be said about that. Yeah, there really is. So y'all get ready for the 30 for 30, man. This is the next project. This is my time, man. I really feel like this is my time. I really feel like I'm in my prime right now. With every track, man, like I be sparring. It's like, okay, the best flow, the best this, but it's all self-paced. Because when I tell y'all, like I'm looking around now, like there's nobody here, bro. Like all I have is the Holy Spirit to assist me in these recordings. It's all I got. I got the Holy Spirit. I got my, my intuition, you know what I'm saying? My soul, my, like it ain't nobody here but God. You know what I'm saying? So and that's good. Like that's how I like it. I like to record when ain't nobody else in the room, but God. God is always there. Amen. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like I was teaching a sermon this morning, and now like I don't know, I'm ready. I feel like I'm ready. I'm ready for the upper echelon. I'm ready to hit that next plateau. Like, what does that look like? Excuse me. I'm ready to rap the hardest I ever rapped in my life. I feel like, yo, this is it. Like, this is the beginning of something spectacular, marvelous, like what I've been waiting on. And the thing that people have to realize is people want to be great overnight. But the thing is, you learn to respect the process when you go through it. Like, you're not just great like that. Like, of course you are in your own right, but what I'm saying is it takes time to master your craft. 10,000 hours is a real thing, bro. Like, it's a real thing. 10,000 hours. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, really got to do that. And it's like, man, like I can't wait until I get a what's it called? I can't wait until what's the thing? Not a sound box. It ain't that. It's what you call, oh yeah, interface. I can't wait until I get an audio interface at the crib. So that way I'll be able to practice at home, you know? And if I was able to hear myself, you know, uh 30 for 30, it would have had better quality. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't have access to the studio that I do have access to now by the grace of God. But yeah, man, I pray I get an interface and I'm able to just do this around the clock all the time. Because like when I'm able to hear myself, I'm able to like correct pitch. I'm able to auto correct stuff because I'm able to hear it as I'm recording. So that's the thing. Like, you never want to be able to not record. Like, you never want to be able to not hear yourself when you're recording, when you're making music, right? Like, you want to be able to hear yourself in real time. You know what I mean? But I did what I could with what I had back then. You know what I'm saying? But now I have access to better things, better studio equipment. So you know, better song quality. Things are just gonna be better. So yeah, man, just take the time. I really hope y'all enjoy, man. I really hope y'all appreciate it. I was just writing the track listing for 30 for 30, and my God, when y'all hear this, y'all gonna want to run it back a couple times. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I really need to put out something to where fans champion me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm at that point in my career now to where it's like, I'm new, I'm brand new. What is it about this guy that's so different? I can't just be like every other rapper. You know what I mean? Like, I have to put out something to where fans champion me. Like, yo, that is Christian, a musician. You could put him next to Kendrick. You could put him next to Cole, Logic, Big Crit. You know what I mean? Whoever. You could put him next to that. Like that's what I'm aiming for. You know what I mean? Like, that's my standard. Put him next to anybody, Big Sean, Drake, and he's gonna hold his own. Put him next to anybody, and he's gonna deliver. You know what I mean? So like that's where I'm at with it. Like those are my aspirations. So like with every track, with every song, just know like that's what I'm aiming for. Like, I'm coming for the throne. You see what I'm saying? Like, this ain't no gimmick. Like, I'm not playing with this. Like, I'm rapping like my life depend on it. You know what I mean? Like I take this serious, bro. Like, it's not me taking myself too serious, but it's me taking the craft serious because I have the utmost respect for hip hop, the utmost respect for rap. You know what I mean? Like, me just being a fan for so long and just me just loving it, man. I love it. And to now contribute to the same art that I was raised on, it's got me like speechless. Like, I have no choice but to put my best foot forward, man. With every track, with every bar, not a word is wasted, bro. Like, I don't do filler tracks. I don't do none of that stuff, man. Like, every song is purposeful. So just know, like, the sincerity is there. Like, I really mean this, bro, from my heart. You know what I mean? Like, hip hop has done so much for me, bro. Like, I can't begin to explain. And the fact that it just turned 50 this year, like, it's crazy. Like, all that is crazy, man. So I thank God for hip hop. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. I'm doing it all for the glory of God. To God be all the glory, man. Jesus comes first. Yeah. So definitely, man. But yeah. So this 30 for 30. Please stay tuned. It is on the way. You know, peep my SoundCloud. That's where I'm gonna be dropping it. Every track, each and every track. But yeah, man, this is like the best of, essentially, right? And yeah, I'm in my prime. I'm in my prime, and whatever recorded, I'm like, oh my God, like I can put this out to the world, and and be confident about it. You know what I mean? Be even more confident about it than I was last time. So yeah, bro, I'm excited. Y'all gonna be excited too when y'all hear this, man. So I can't wait. So 30 for 30, the next installment is coming soon. 30 for 30, the second installment is coming soon. I repeat, 30 for 30, the next installment is coming very soon. Please stay tuned. I will let y'all know as soon as it drops on SoundCloud, because that's where I'm going to debut it. It's going to be on there pretty much exclusively. You know, um, it would be a different story if that piff was still a thing. It'd be a different story if live mixtapes was, you know what I mean? So that I would go that route, but it's all good. It's all good, bro. You know. But yeah, man. Shouts out that piff. Shouts out live mixtapes, bro. YouTube. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to all rappers, DJs, producers, record execs. You know what I'm talking about? Uh, record label heads. You know what I mean? Music video directors, singers, all artists of every ilk, every genre. Like, yo, shouts out to everybody, bro. I just want to put a massive shout out there, But yeah, bro. So I just wanted to make that announcement, man. The next installment, I can't talk. The next installment for 30 for 30 is coming soon. So be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for sure, man. It's Christian the musician, man. Christian the musician. Until next time, bro. Y'all take care. You know what I'm saying? God bless y'all. God bless each and every one of y'all. I love y'all. Love y'all so much. Thank you for tirelessly tuning in. Tuning in every time I go on live, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are the reason why I do this. But yeah, bro. Sorry for the delay. But I've been working, I've been training, I've been in the trend, I've been in the gym, which is essentially the booth. I've been sparring, man, with these tracks, trying to hit my hardest. It's like, what does this look like? How do I duck? How do I, you know what I mean? I've been training. So pardon the wait, but I've been training. I'm gonna make it worth the wait. So Christian and musician, till the next one. Peace.